right? Fidelity, one of the largest asset managers in the world, holding trillions upon trillions upon trillions of assets, right? We know how big BlackRock is. Fidelity, quite honestly, isn't too far behind. Last time I remember seeing their asset holdings was around 4 or 5 trillion, which is amazingly big, right? But they're thinking about, and most likely this will go through, there are 34 million individual investors, some very, very wealthy institutional investors. They're thinking about just giving them access to Bitcoin, the ability to just buy Bitcoin directly from Fidelity. And I'm not talking about buying like some kind of fund or some kind of futures that's mimicking Bitcoin's price. No, to buy Bitcoin directly. Okay, this is on top of their recent 401k offering, which they basically created for MicroStrategy, and others can also utilize this. And basically, you could buy Bitcoin with your 401k, and that already exists. Like my partner ITrustCapital allows that already to be done. But this will allow some of the biggest clients out there to get direct exposure to Bitcoin, and that would be absolutely huge. And we know BlackRock, the other giant, right, is getting involved. Who knows what they're doing and how much they're buying and how much they're telling their clients and everyone else that's connected to them to get involved, right? So it's happening. There's a lot of things, moving parts behind the scenes. Price may not reflect it right now, but man, this is an exciting time. This is the time that we've never, ever, ever, ever seen before in Bitcoin's history. We're getting to a point of mass adoption, that turning point, right? Where it just, becomes so big that everyone just wants a piece, right? We're getting close to that point, and it's very, very exciting. Very, very exciting indeed. What else is not good right now? The UK pound, the British pound, falls to a 37-year low anniversary of Black Wednesday. So now the pound is 1 to 114. It got lower to like 113 at one point, right? And because other countries are suffering more from inflation, from economic slowness, from whatever else that they're facing, new prime ministers and so forth, their currencies are just tanking. I mean, just look at that, Even from a month ago, this was a month ago and until now, right? This is why the US dollar, unfortunately, is so strong. Despite all the headwinds and all the stuff, the bad stuff that's happening, the DXY is just skyrocketing right now, 110 once again. And that's because all these other countries and these other fiat currencies are just not doing well against the USD. And this is the reason why I've been stressing why everything is selling off. Because if you thought something like gold was safe, it is not. Gold is down. Gold is still down from 10 years ago. But even recently, it's been down. Look at the last year performance. It's down in a major way. So everything is selling off. So if you thought, oh yeah, Bitcoin's garbage, let's all go buy gold. Well, you'll be down probably just as much from its high of 2,100, wherever it was, right? Everything is selling off. And my theory is that everyone is putting their money in the dollar, unfortunately. Even though we know the dollar is devaluing itself, there's high inflation. We're at 8-something%. It's probably higher than that. And even though there's distrust in governments and Powell and the U.S. Treasury and all these things, right? But the bottom line is other countries are buying the dollar because it's better than what they have. That's ultimately what's happening. And because of that, everything's selling off. But the good news is, let me turn to the good news, which is the holders. And, you guys don't need me to say more about holders, but the holders keep getting stronger. I show you guys these graphs like literally every day, right? The people that believe in Bitcoin, they're not going to go away no matter how bad the headlines are or how bad the headwinds are or how bad recession gets. Holders know This is what you do. You HODL and you DCA and you wait for the gains and life-changing wealth to come to you, right? So that is why number of addresses holding 0.1 Bitcoin, 0.01 Bitcoin, 1 Bitcoin, 10 Bitcoin, 100 Bitcoin is all going up and skyrocketing. And miners are not going away. Network difficulty has hit all-time high once again, right? So this is the best thing to do while there's so much fear going on. You buckle down, you don't panic, right? And you continue to DCA and HODL while everyone else does the opposite of those things. That's how you get rewarded. That's how you gain wealth, by buying low and selling high, right? So that's the good thing. It's like, the holders is like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. So that's good. Now, going back to Bitcoin, still a couple of encouraging things. For example, number of addresses with non-zero balances, meaning addresses that hold something, right, continue to go up, pretty much forming all-time high every single week. So not only are the holders strong, but just the number of new people coming into the space is still growing, right? A lot of the people, retail people that kind of came in to make a quick buck, they all left, right? So the people that are coming in now are the ones that really want something better, want to get away from what robbers said, right? And that is why the addresses continue to go up. This overall is fantastic. And the miners continue to mine. Miners are not going away. So you look at the hash rate, it just keeps going up, and we're at an all-time high too. So the network is still very, very strong. I saw this. One of the biggest exchanges out there, Huobi, is going to list 7 privacy coins, saying they're complying with regulations in different countries, right? Then this includes some of the biggest ones like Zcash, Monero, Horizon, and Verge. There's a few others, Decred, Dash, right? And this is the reason why whenever people ask me, what do you think about Monero or Zcash? I think if you go use them, great. But as an investment, be careful, because most jurisdictions, most countries is going to or are going to ask all the exchanges to delist them, because these countries don't like privacy. They don't want privacy transactions to be conducted so that they can't track it or tax it. I think so a lot of these are being delisted, and it already happened in South Korea. It happened in Japan. It's only a matter of time. It's going to happen in the U.S., right? So just be careful. Be careful. That's all. If you're looking to buy Bitcoin and crypto for the first time and you don't know where to get started, head over to CryptosRus.com and click on the best exchange guide. Within, you'll find a list of exchanges that I recommend and some that I use on a daily basis. So if you want to learn more, head over to CryptosRus.com or utilize the links in the description of this video.